raise it just a little. Just a little.
Help patients navigate our complicated health.
All right, let's see what we have going on here. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. We are live in effect today. Today is August 8th, 8/8/2023. What's up, kids? How are you? I'm on my way back home. Okay, get home safe. Thanks for tuning in. How are you? So today, you guys, we gotta talk about it. Let me pull this down just a little bit because you know I'm a shorty. I'm hella short, y'all. I'm so short. So I wanted to come on today. Of course, I told you guys I was gonna go live. If you guys are new here, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. Ding! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So today is a day, honey, okay? It is flooding my timeline. It's flooding my DMs about this Leo Lionsgate portal. We're low-key about to debunk this. I'm so sick of seeing it. It has to be talked about. So if you guys are new here, I'm live right now. So after the live video, I do timestamps on what you can skip forward to as far as what you want to see of what's going to be tapped into this video today. You're now in the intro right now. I'm going to break down this Leo Lionsgate portal vibe everyone's talking about. We're going to fact check a few things. Also in terms of the actual portal, right? And also the let me say this word. I can't even say the numerology. Let's say that. The numerology of it all. The good stuff and the, I always talk about the positive and the negative of everything. There's always two sides to everything. And then also just kind of tapping with you guys as far as the year, what we're in right now, what energy we're in. We're in the universal year of 7, which is a spiritual number. And all about how to embrace this change, what's playing out, just to kind of talk to you guys, noticing what our weak spots are and how we can actually conquer them and turn those into our superpowers, right? And then I'm going to do a collective spread. Of course, you guys, I'm going to do a collective energy spread for this day for you guys. And then the moon is still in Taurus, so we talked about that yesterday. So go watch that video if you didn't watch it yesterday. I did an all signs reading over there as well. And then yeah, I'll bust out the wheel and I'll individually give you guys some so we're just using all oracles today. No tarot astrology, just straight up oracles. So let's go ahead and tune in. What's up, Scorpio Emperor King? Hello, how are you? Nice to see everybody here today. Where am I gonna put this? We'll put y'all here. Okay, so let's go ahead and chime in, you guys. Let's get started, right? So as far as this whole term Leo Lionsgate, let's kind of tap in. I have my notes here. That way we stay focused and I kind of get the message out of what I wanted to say, because I also wrote like a little insert for you guys about all of my collective thoughts. And I wrote this yesterday to get ready for today, because I was so anxious, because I was sick of seeing this Leo Lionsgate portal. Hold on, we'll talk about it. So pretty much for the most part, the Leo Lionsgate portal, you guys have your own morals, values, and beliefs. And here's my perspective of that. You can take it like a grain of salt, or you can, I just drop the seed. It's up to you if you want to water it. Now this term, it's been used within certain metaphysical and new age communities, okay, to refer to as this type of cosmic alignment of an event that occurs around, today, August 8th, right? So let's kind of break it down as far as this Leo Lionsgate portal. you know, so this is really said to occur when the sun is in that astrological sign of Leo. Okay, so let's fact check this. Hold on, we're doing this live, guys. Let's do this live. So we're gonna fact check. And what I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm on astroseek.com. We're pulling up the iPad, right? So let's fact check that. The sun in Leo, right? So I'm just gonna go to show chart at the top of the screen here. And yes, in fact, on this day, the sun is in Leo. So, bink, we've got that. That's accurate, right? Moving on. So the term Lionsgate, right? It originates from, they say it originates from the alignment of the sun, right? Which is in Leo, which is correct, with the fixed star Sirius, okay? Keep that word in mind, fixed. And when we see it appear over the eastern horizon, that's when, you know, depending on, I feel like it's depending on where you're at though in the world, you know, and they call this the spiritual sun. So if you really think about that, everyone's latitude and longitude is going to be different depending on where you're at. So already I'm like, this got my spidey senses thinking. So I'm like, okay, so not everyone is going to have this so-called portal on the same day. Like we're not going to be feeling this. We're not going to be seeing Sirius, this fixed star, you know, rising on this eastern horizon. It's all going to be different for everybody already, right? So this is to be believed in some spiritual and esoteric beliefs, right? So let's fact check where Sirius is at right now, okay? So let's go back on our handy dandy AstroSeek website. I'm going to go back to, okay, we're going to go back to the charts. Now I click the first one at the top. If you click all the way at the bottom, go to various astrology calculations. We're doing this in real time, guys, okay? I was going to do a recorded video, but I'm like, screw that. I'm like editing it. So now I'm going to go click on where we at. So if you go to this box right here, it's going to be the fixed stars in natal chart. Oh, wait, oops. Go back. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. That's right. And now let's click on Sirius, okay? One of the fixed stars. It's one of the major fixed stars, by the way. Keep that word in mind, fixed, okay? We're having an educational moment for a second. So look at that. Look at this. From my calculations, and we're in 2023, it's in Cancer. It's not even in Leo. So how is that even aligned? Okay, debunked. You don't need to be an astrologist to see this. It's not in the same sign. So, that's already like, yeah, debunked. We're debunking that. You don't need to be an astrologer to see that. Okay, this doesn't happen on the same day for everybody. Just let's get that out the way. Now, point number 2, fixed star, right? So does this even make sense for a fixed star is what I'm thinking, okay? Fixed stars don't line up with Earth like planets do, okay? So let's go a little bit further. Let's go ahead and use our little handy dandy. We're going to have a Google Scholarship Day right now, okay? So now let's go to Google. I'm literally going to type this in because this is what I did for my own research. I recommend everybody do their own research before they just believe everybody online and what they're talking about. So I'm going to type in Google. So do it with me. I'm going to type in what day, okay, is the rising star Sirius. Whoop. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. It's not even today. It says August 14th, okay, 2023, period. So Sirius clears the horizon minutes before sunrise. The star is visible through binoculars in a short time exposure is what it's claiming here, okay? So it's not even the right day, okay? Some say August 12th. Some say August 14th, when August 12th is when it makes its first appearance. Like I said, it's depending on where you're at in the world. So now we all know this, right? So clearly 8-8, it's like, right? Am I getting your spidey senses tingling like mine? Now let's kind of talk about this in terms of this word portal, right? I feel like on this online world, everyone adds up these numerological numbers and just calls something a portal just because the numbers are the same, and everything's a goddamn portal in astrology or in the spiritual realm community on TikTok, Instagram, like Twitter. I feel like now everyone's just kind of doing this to sell an ebook or to gain some type of attention, and everyone is like has been following this. Now this has been around, like I said, remember, new age spirituality, I probably would say over the last decade. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So I recommend you do your research. If you want to go look at this stuff yourself, I just did it live for you to kind of save you some time, to let you know there's no screenshots or no manipulation going on here. And over my studies of the past several years, I've never seen an astrologer talk about Leo Lionsgate portal. I've never seen it mentioned in my studies. Now, there is some things with ancient times and things of that nature. I've seen a couple of things about it being a New Year day for like ancient Egypt or something like that. Like, there's so many different things. I'd just say if you want to go deep, fall into the rabbit hole, go ahead and do that. No, I'm not gonna do that on this video, but just to let you know. However, if you're a person like me, right, and you truly believe that we are all one collective consciousness, let's just say that, and so when we come together and we meditate or manifest, let's say on the same day at the same time, that's a powerhouse. That's a powerful movement, right? So, if you think about this on a global standpoint, that's why I think they don't want us to meditate and they don't want us to come together and use our powers and things of that nature, because we can really change the weather. We can change so many different things if we all do it collectively. So imagine, since this was birthed, in this new age time over a decade ago, I'd say like early 90s or something like that, and everyone, like so many people, this could be thousands, millions, I don't know, all coming together on this same day, this energy is going somewhere, right? A lot of people don't think for themselves anymore. A lot of people are just roaming around. Most of them are just followers, okay? Because they're just either lazy or we have these devices now with one click of a button where you don't have to use your brain. So subconsciously, we're already like click, 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 listen to somebody, click, click, scroll, scroll, scroll. You know what I mean? So it's like all this information can come in so quick, so fast, right? And it kind of sucks. So now this is flooding our timelines. With that being said, with all of this energy that's playing out on this special day, right? 8/8, and everyone's doing the same thing. Oh yeah, do your rituals, do your manifestations. This is what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Here's the ebook on how to manifest. This is what, like, everyone's telling people what to do. And so imagine all of this energy. I mean, you never know. We could be opening up a portal. We have created this over time, since it's been happening over a decade. Our energy's being siphoned somewhere. We could be helping the CIA or shadow government for all we goddamn know, right? So, energy harvesting is at an all-time high. And when I say that, what does this look like in real time? Okay, let's talk about it. So every time there's a headline, right? We have people talking about the Barbie movie. We have people talking about this Jamie Foxx stuff, this cloning movie. We have people talking about these headlines and people fighting and throwing chairs, black against white. And it's all these distractions that are playing out, aka energy harvesting. This is what they do. They put out all this crap to put your attention on something that doesn't even matter, aka energy harvesting. They're harvesting your energy if you're a person that is paying attention to all this stuff that either you ain't getting paid for, or you didn't even start it, or it doesn't even matter, right? Just to see where our minds are going, to see what are we paying attention to, right? Really think about this. And this is how they view all of us and see, oh, okay, their energy's going this way. Oh, okay, so we need to create this circumstance, or we need to create this experience, or we can create another headline. Maybe they'll believe it. Let's pull out aliens. Let's do this, yada, yada, right? You know, it's like, number one, we could even be the aliens, right? Some people think we are the aliens. We're walking amongst other beings here. There's so many things that are going on, the naked eye can't even see it. So all of these challenges that they create from energy harvesting, from taking our energy, because they know we are the powerhouse, and they even create laws behind all of this. I want you guys to really think about this, okay? This is serious stuff. So that's how powerful we are, and they do not want us to know this, right? So pay attention to what matters in your life instead of putting your time and energy into these headlines or things that are playing out. And put it into you, put it into mastering self and mastering and building your foundation and bringing on stability and security for yourself. Okay. You know, instead of like, you know, doing something for likes and views and to sell a goddamn ebook or a course or a reading or whatever have you, whatever people are doing on this 8/8 Leo Lionsgate portal kind of a vibe. And this is why I came live. Some will get the message and some not. I have a small channel. But hey, whatever, I got a voice. So I'm not knocking anybody that, you know, that's using this day to put a meal on their table for their kid. I'm not knocking that. Get your hustle on. I ain't hating on that. But the fact of the matter is, if you are conscious of this and you are aware of this point that I'm making right now, this whole entire video, and you're doing that, you're going to have blood on your hands. And that's just straight up. That's just being a whole buck. So, you know, and if you don't know this, well, there's people like me. Hopefully you'll run into my channel and you'll be watching this video, and it'll allow you for you to use your mind and you create up your own morals, values, and beliefs, and you do your own due diligence and do your research, and you come up with your own synopsis of this whole Leo Lionsgate portal. Then investigate it yourself. I have my little, I have a Sag stellium and a Scorpio stellium, so that's why my spidey senses were tingling like, let me investigate this. I really wasn't feeling, I never felt this whole Leo Lionsgate portal thing, you know what I mean? Years ago I did, because I was just following, you know, what's going on without doing any research. So I learned to do my own research, right? So I've been there. I'm not saying I haven't. But this is why I'm bringing awareness right now. Now let's kind of talk about the I hate that word. Let's talk about the numerology of the number 8 of this day, okay? So while I feel as if the Lionsgate portal, let's just say those words, the Lionsgate portal doesn't directly relate to astrology, we can say it may have something to do with numerology. Let's bring it there, right? Because we have those believers too, right? So let's go there. So some people may incorporate these numerological, I can't even say that word. Can you guys say it? Some relate this number 8, the interpretations of 8, to their beliefs about this specific event. And this is where the energy, I think, is pulling in from, because of the belief of the actual number. And then this is why 10 years later, here we are, we're still doing this Leo Lionsgate manifestation rituals and all these things, right? Because, you know, the main thing about this number that people associate the number 8 with is abundance, you know, infinity, transformation, right? All good stuff. But you got to know, when anything is created in this world, there is 2 sides to everything. There's always a light and a dark, or a negative and a positive, a yin and a yang to everything in life, right? So it's not just all light and love, like when you see this number 8, oh my God, 888, I'm gonna get some money, right? And I'm not here to discourage you. I'm a person that is very optimistic when it comes to anything in life. I'm not a pessimistic Polly here, but I just want you to know there's always 2 sides to everything. So if we want to talk about this number, if you do your research on the number 8 versus the infinity symbol, these are 2 different sigils that mean 2 different things, just pretty much. Okay, let's just get that all the way together. period. Okay, thank you. The word duality, that's what I was looking for. I keep seeing the number 2, so I'm like, I should know that. Duality. There's duality within everything, you guys. Okay, so let's kind of talk about the good stuff about this number 8. Maybe you're a life path 8. Maybe your birthday equals 8, aka life path number. Maybe you're in your personal year of 8. However this pertains to you, this is how you can, maybe your soul number is 8, however it works out for you. So we're going to break down the good stuff, okay? So it's like stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Yes, the number 8 is all about that paper. It's all about the cheddar. It's all about the moolah, baby. It's all about the bags, right? It's kind of like the symbol of hustle paying off. It's like all your blood, sweat, and tears you put into something, whether this is a person, place, or thing, and boom, it materializes, and here you are, or you get the results that you wanted from this. It's all about too attracting cash flow. It's all about attracting money. It's all about, this is like a success magnet, this number 8, right? It's all about the boss moves pretty much for the most part. So when you're repping the number 8, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. There's always a duality within everything. It's like you're owning that block. Okay, you're owning that block. It's all about being a leader. It's all about really making moves and showing the world who's in charge when you are representing this number 8, because it is like a number of chasing our dreams, goals, our desires, whatever it is that we're inspired through. It ain't no half stepping with the number 8. And that's what I say, infinite possibilities, right? So it's all about chasing our dreams and making things happen no matter what, okay? For the most part. It's also about keeping it real, because if you look at the number 8, it's all about the symmetry of it. Balance in life is key. Okay, it's like a balanced number, and we're over here like it's like grind time. It's like a grinding kind of a number. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people you hear, oh, I was homeless and I went to a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? They may be a life path 8 or something like that. But also too, the world that we live in, we're all trying to grind. And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later in a second here. So now, let's talk about the flip side to this. Now, if you are coming in, this is the 8-8 portal. A lot of people say, yeah, you can manifest abundance and wealth. You hear all these videos on TikTok and Instagram. Let's make money. It's all going to come, right? But you have to recognize we all have a snapshot of our natal chart, okay? There's certain aspects that can be playing out in your natal chart that are different on this specific day for you. You could have a square, you can have an opposition, you can have some conjunctions, you can have some sextiles, some trines, but it's different for everybody, okay? I just want you guys to like bring it down a notch and come down to earth and get off Fantasy Island for a second and come with me. So now the flip side to this number 8, so money, it's like when you're in a mind state of money over everything, this piece of cotton is everything, oh my god. And this is why you see a lot of people wanting likes and views and buy my book and buy my course and buy this to manifest abundance today. It's kind of like yeah, it can be all about the paper, but sometimes people get so caught up in chasing the money game that they forget what really truly matters. Like, hello, last time I checked, we're human and we have souls and we have hearts, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can become like a workaholic, with this number 8. Okay, so I know the hustle is important, but we can't forget to really kind of kick back, vibe, actually enjoy life, rest, do the things that we're supposed to do. Because when you grind too much, you can feel like a one-track mind, kind of a zombie, and you may, I've experienced this in real time when I was like out there hustling with so many different opportunities at one time, having multiple streams of income, but yet I forgot to check in with friends. I forgot to check in with self. I forgot to even care for people to like on that level, you know what I'm saying? So you can become subconsciously, like you just forget to be a person. Like you forget that people have feelings and emotions, and you forget to be like, you know what I'm saying? You just forget to be real. Okay, you can become this control freak with I gotta make money, I gotta make a dollar, I gotta get up. Oh, can I get paid off that? Oh, I'm not doing it unless I get paid. Oh, you have money to do that? Like, it's like, I know you guys see these people out here. They're crazy when it comes to the money game. Like, it's insanity for this piece of cotton that we're all striving for. And the shadow government has us chasing money our whole lives too. I mean, come on, it was indoctrinated when we were in like grade school to like do this, you know, look at the setup of like 8 to 4 or whatever. You go to school, right? Weekends off, you know, and then you have these extracurricular classes, which really were teaching you how to be a slave, to chase the paper, to chase this money, to chase this piece of cotton, right? So, you know, with that comes power trips. I have more money than you, or I have more choices than you. I can do whatever because I've got the money. You know, a lot of money, you know, gives you a lot of options, right? And also it kind of shuts some people up, gets you ahead of the game. You know, manipulation can be on the scene, you know, just to get your way, period, when you have the cash to do it. It's true, it's facts, because we live in, this is the society that we live in, capitalism, right? And so when you are this number 8, you can get very stubborn and, you know, when it comes to comfort. We're all determined to be somebody, right? But when you have the money, sometimes you refuse to kind of budge. You know, we got to think being flexible is the spice of life. We have to be flexible. We should be open-minded. We should be listening to other perspectives going on in life, right? And so here goes the pride, here goes the ego. So ego check, right? So it's like with this number 8 and money and the power, right? We all know about this. You hear it in songs all the time. Money, power, and respect is what you need in life. Who was that? Little Kim said it, right? So it's like we've been like drilled with this through music. So with power, it also comes with a lot of responsibility, okay? No matter if a person is making $10, they still have to pay taxes. No matter if a person is making $1 million, they still have to pay taxes. So it's like, or deal with some form of like, it's like some form of problems. The more money you have, the more problems, right? 50, who said that? 50 Cent, right? So, but some folks with the number 8, so this is the energy of how people can get a little big-headed. You know what I'm saying? That's the ego, acting like they're kingpin. Oh, I've got the money. They're like kingpin on the block. I could do whatever I want. I could treat you however I want. You know, like let's say you're in a service industry and you're a waiter or waitress. It's like people with money feel as if they can treat other people like SHIT, right? So you can either be with this number 8. Don't let it fool you. I'm not saying you can manifest anytime. It doesn't have to be 8 Leo Lionsgate portal. So with the number 8 though, on this day, if you really think about it, there's nothing lining up, which I fact checked in the beginning of the video. So where's your energy going? To a butthole of nothing? Like, you don't know, right? So it's like, you can either be super wealthy and rich, or you could be a broke Bob. You could be either or. And that's why I want you guys to see that's the duality of it all. Okay. It also depends on the energy, what you're putting into something. So imagine all of us are putting in energy. And right now, look at the times that we're in, right? Here we are, 8/8 on 2023. And look at, the economy is shutting down. A lot of people don't have jobs. They don't even have a home. They're like roommating, you know. So imagine the energy of where that's coming from people. That's like doing things for, strange things for a piece of change, okay? Doing anything for a buck, anything for a dollar. And so that energy of, you know, in lack, right? Being in lack, just crying and sobbing. Oh, I need a breakthrough. Oh, I need $100. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that type of energy being manifested on the same day where you could be a person that's a higher octave and you're not in the begging mode of wanting this piece of cotton. You're just living life and doing the best what you can with what you got. And you're happy right now. All your bills are paid. You might not have enough money to go traveling or whatever, or some do, you know, but you still got to low-key watch your bank account, you know, nowadays, right? So it's like, it's getting really expensive to live in certain states. Inflation is increasing. I think we're at 9% over here. So it's like groceries are going up, gas is going up, all these things, right? So if you look at it and you're like, you're still okay, I'm doing okay, I'm happy. So you have a better energy, right? So imagine this mix of that. It's like you have a mix of people that are in the begging mode, that have a poor mindset, and then you have people that have the rich mindset. And we're using this same day, 8-8, to all manifest together. Like, where do you think, like, I mean, I don't know, like, all that energy right now, I feel like it's more on the scale of, like, everyone's kind of, like, crying out for this cotton, crying out for $1, crying out, how are they going to pay rent? How are they going to put food on the table? How are they going to pay their next bill? How are they going to put gas in the car? I feel like we're more on that scale versus the other one with all these people in the world and what's playing out right now. With all these weather conditions, the food conditions, and everything that's playing out. I feel like we're more on that side versus the other one, right? So imagine everyone pulling their energy in to just manifest this money from that energy. I mean, I'm going to leave that up to you to make a conclusion of that. I'm not going to put any words in your mouth. So with that being said, energy, frequency, and vibration are literally a real thing. It's very powerful, right? And so since this has been made this huge event over this last decade, really utilize your discernment when you're taking your time and you're doing your rituals and spells and manifestations and whatever you do. You know what I mean? Really think about it when you're doing these things and what energy you're coming from when you're doing it and what's going on around you, and just everything matters. Okay, so I just kind of want to put that out there. So something could be brewing today, right? You could probably feel the energy. So whatever you believe, I just want to kind of show you guys the duality of this whole, and, you know, kind of fact check a couple of things because it didn't really add up to me as far as this Leo Lionsgate portal. Like I said, during this time right now, we could all be fueled by this energy. It's like, we got to be a leader. We got to be a boss. We got to make money. We got to come together, you know. It can really run deep within all of us. I feel like a lot of us, our brains are like powerhouses. They're literally like all these mini computers like coming together. We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to get our head above water. We're trying to be happy. We're trying to just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Try to make $1 out of 15 cents. And we want to do it, you know, on our time, on our dime for the most part. A lot of people don't want to work for, you know, all these places anymore. You see a lot of jobs are gone now because AI is taking over. So we have to bring in that strong go-getter attitude, but also not to stress ourselves sick either. And also what it is we have to come together with where we're at. Like for me, I don't force anybody to try and come over here and be like, you have to be an entrepreneur, you have to be in spirituality. It's like, no, whatever you got going on, let's kind of, whatever I have already set up, whatever skill sets, gifts, talents, and skills I have, let's just kind of come together where we're at and see how this cool combo can make some magic and chemistry together. And you never know what's going to come out of it when I meet people, right? As long as we have that like mind that we want to either change the world or help communities, help humanity in some form or fashion, and better our own lives as well. In the same token of that, let's do it together, okay? So that's where the energy most of us should be coming from, because our imagination is like running wild at this time right now in this spiritual universal number of 7, okay? I feel like, where's the ones that want to put in the work? You know what I mean? No pressure. I'm just saying, where are the ones that actually want to do the work? Like how I did the work for you guys and did the quick little research that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people most people are lazy. They don't want to use their own mind to really figure out what's going on. And kudos if you are a person that does do research to come up with your own morals, values, and belief systems. Okay? Period. It's all about patience right now. It's all about being honest. You know, there's so many nonsense approaches, you know, that define most of the world that we live in today. And so everyone, like I said, is chasing success. We're chasing attention, recognition, rewards, cash, money, and social statuses right now. So it's all on all of our radars. We know this. That's the big elephant in the room, right? Confidence and consistency is our calling cards right now. It's like, how bad do you want something? How bad do you want to see change? Everyone is gunning to have a high bank balance. And that's just keeping it real. Like straight up. Duality, 8 infinity, doing a new way of doing things. Organic timeline, equal opportunity, give and take, blessings to all. Hi Leonard, thanks for tuning in. So, as a collective, let's talk about embracing this change. As I'm looking at all of these aspects that are playing out, we do have a lot of aspects that require us to change, require us to grow. And so, we're finding ourselves in these intense situations right now during this time in terms of the connections that we're meeting. It's not as easy to meet friends anymore or business partners anymore. It's not as easy like it was back in the day, intense situations when it comes to finances. It's like, are we still going to use the dollar? Are we going to crypto? Like, what are we doing? When it comes to health now, it's like we have people, all these stories and headlines playing out with what's going on with the food, what's GMO, what's non-GMO. It's just like, grow your own garden. You know what I mean? It's like all these things that we have to really deal with. So, and then here comes like people wanting fame and recognition for just posting something online. It's like this fame and power could really throw all of us off balance. Everybody wants to be a blue checker. Everybody wants the bag. It's like every man for themselves. And we're all being tested right now, as far as with our patience and to see if we're even determined to live the lifestyle that we want to live. We're all trying to liberate ourselves during this time, and it's like with all these constraints that we've been in for most of our lives, change feels, scary. It feels uncertain. It's like, oh my God, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. So I'd rather stay with what's comfortable and just follow the status quo. Listen to what I'm supposed to be told to do, and then I just want to stay out of trouble and stay out the way and not be different and not be unique. And I don't want I don't want the light shined on me based on what I say and what I do, and now I'm just going to stay in the corner. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to do the opposite. You want to come out and shine bright like the star that you are. You know what I mean? And when you accept change, it's really a chance to break free from old patterns, routines, habits, behaviors, and to find the new path for you. So we're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. We're all in this. We're just trying to balance out the energy. I just want to have balance within everybody, balance within our own energy and stability during this time. Really embrace a lot of this change that's playing out, because we got a lot of Jupiter energy that's playing out here. A lot of Uranus this week. It's all about chasing our adventures, but also in the back, man, we gotta like worry about staying safe as we do it. We got all these headlines, missing children, missing women. It's just really, it's deep. It's deep, And so we're all sensitive souls who can't stand this dark 3D and below world. It's just really what it is. So it's like, I'm just like breathing about, like, we have to really, it sucks because now it's like even it goes even deeper when you know what you know, and making power moves, and and being powerful, and it's all about the bag and the money. But yet we also have to recognize some of us just value our hearts, we value our brains, we value everything else is that makes us who we are. And so mental health is like in a huge detriment right now. You got people running around here projecting, you got all these trauma bonding headline stories, you have people committing suicide, you have people that are lost in the sauce, they're left from the right. You have people that are just like, I'm done, I'm over this world, take me out, so here goes drugs and alcohol. Here goes people walking around on the corner looking like the Walking Dead, like zombies. So I say it's all about really like seeking a fresh perspective. It's all about just staying open-minded to new experiences that could be arising, especially during this week with everything that's playing out. I feel like a lot of us are starting to recognize that the materialistic scene it doesn't captivate us anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the celebrities. They're like removing all their BBLs, and now all of them have like the word God in their bio. Like, what's going on now? Everyone's trying to be all natural now. Like, what happened to being all fake and phony, right? What happened to that? Now you want to go back to natural? Interesting. It's like we're all after, feel like a lot of us are after, like, there's a deeper meaning to everything. You know what I'm saying? At this day and age, I feel like here we're in the phase of, we're shedding personal ambitions. We're trying to shift from just I am to we are, because we're all in search of like-minded individuals or our soul tribe during this time. You know, and this, when we all connect, if we do connect as one and we unite and come together and make some changes, we won't see these like bullshit headlines that are playing out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the more we unite, this will pave the way for something groundbreaking to happen. And with all this energy between Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Jupiter, all these planets that are playing out, we could really be the key, the lock. We could really be the plug. We could really set the stage or stages for a lot of things. Okay. So I would recommend that you embrace this change. Make change your jam. Like, yeah, I want to change. I'm excited for it. And when change happens, embrace it. Like, literally embrace it. Because you got to think about it. A lot of, you see how fast this AI stuff's rolling in and everything's happening so fast. We have to ditch the old rules, okay? We have to really test our strength. You have to let go of fear. You have to let go of doubt. I know it's easier said than done, but we have to stand on 10 toes, put our crown on here, people. Remember, all of the energy harvesting is major right now. So if we all put our energy together doing the same thing, then maybe, you know, like, it's like people that have to come together have to really believe that our freedom matters. Like, that's the deeper meaning of it all. Because as a collective, whatever our thoughts are, whatever our actions are, affects each and every one of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's vital. You know, some are more drawn to being in solitude, and some actually want to form connections in this world. So I say just hold on to the people that, you know, are more of an asset than a liability. Connect with people that are speaking more life than death around you during this time, okay? And learn how to navigate change in a responsible way, and really focus on your goals is going to be the name of the game. It's going to be key here, okay? We're all learning self-discipline, right? To making sure that we're on our stuff, but also not driving our mind crazy and beating ourselves up over not doing something either. Because some people right now are just super stubborn. It's like people aren't backing down, especially when things get tough. Greed, power plays, manipulation, along with esoteric vampires sucking up your energy and your time and your money, is at an all-time high. Literally at an all-time high. So I would say there's really a need to keep an eye out on those type of dynamics in your life. Empathy is not a strong suit in this country that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're living in Walt Disney. It's like a lot of people criticize one another. It's terrible, right? A lot of people are even seeking revenge during this time. So you better believe there's some people that are up for, hey, if you wronged me, I'm gonna wrong them back. You know what I mean? You did me dirty, I'm gonna do you dirty back. You know what I mean? It sucks. So people are like out here, you know, trying to flex their muscles and, you know, act like they got it all. And some people are just overdoing this ego thing. You know, I know more than you. It's just like, what? So people want perks and money and praise and attention and recognition from the wrong things or for the wrong things. Is that fair play? I don't think so. But, you know, there's a lot of angry people out here too, you know, so, you know, steer clear of that kind of an energy. There's a lot of people that are like in explosive mode right now. And you could see it. You could see it just by going to the grocery stores and, you know, gallivanting. Like, people just look like, like, I don't know. So we have to be cautious, guys. Just keep a balance between your emotions, between you trying to build anything right now during this time. Keep a balance with your finances, you know, work, right? Because there's a lot of rules and restrictions, and everyone is trying to break free from these things. Okay, and they're only just making more laws and more things of that nature. So, anyways, don't let people rock you to sleep. With this whole Leo Lionsgate portal, I just wanted to say that, and just do your own research within everything that you tap into on the internet, because everyone has access to internet, and sometimes it's not even an actual person. You got AI people having profiles and stuff like that, making music and all kinds of things. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into a spread. I know you guys are done with me ranting and raving right now. So let's go ahead and do a collective spread, guys. That way we can really stay tuned and tapped in and turn on. I'm going to do a collective. We're going to do oracles, guys. Make sure I have the comments to where I can see those. I know some people probably won't even like this video. They're going to be like, oh my God. But you know what? I don't even care. I really don't. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm also not here to follow the leader either. We all should be our own individual with our own morals, values, and beliefs. Especially at this day and age. All right. So let's tap in, guys. Let's do our collective energy spread right now. A little tough love, never hurt nobody. It's just all about researching, that's all. So let's get started, guys. What do we have for the collective? What do we need to see? Ooh, what do we need to see? What do we need to see? Okay. Let's talk about it. So, we're going to use our energy cards right now for starters. Okay, we're going to see what's going on. So, look at that. Contracts. So, we do have contracts here, guys. As far as with the contracts, this could be soul contracts or literal contracts. We also have the number 6 here as well. So as far as that goes, you know, it's all about finding a balance. She's balancing the scales. It's giving Libra energy, air energy. But she has a blindfold on. So make sure you know what type of contracts you're signing. This could be, if you're thinking of soul contracts, this could be the type of people you're laying in bed with. This could be the type of people you're kissing and hanging out with or getting to know or dating or bringing in your social circle. This could also be literal contracts. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's. You know what you're signing for, and you're not just saying, okay, I'm signing at the dotted line, but you really don't know what's in there. So make sure that you are, like I said, doing your research and doing your own due diligence, because last time I checked, everyone is looking for the one hand washes the other. It's like reciprocity also is something that really doesn't exist anymore. It's all about what can I get from you. So make sure you're like a person that's like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of you. You know, I got it this time. And then the other person does the same thing for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want your energy, time, or money depleted. Okay? Especially if someone doesn't really care. So it's all about coming together as a community. Okay, it's all about coming together, guys. It's all about one hand washes the other. And this could actually mean with the number 7 here, if you have your own community, like let's say you have a huge following on social media, or let's say you're very well known where you live, you know what I'm saying? Try and at least, come together and make a difference. This looks like people coming together trying to make a difference. I feel like that's a huge message, especially after what I just said. And remember, all of our energy together is very powerful. So I'd probably be shocked if this video even gets, you know what I'm saying? Like they might not want this video out because it's really telling you the ins and outs. It's all about those caring connections, okay? Taking action, making sure at this day and age, give people their flowers while they're here. Make sure you let them know when they're doing a good job, or also give them constructive criticism, okay? Make sure people aren't falling off ledges and trying to like transition. They have a mission. If they have goals, dreams, aspirations, like motivate one another, support one another is going to be key. If you have current connections right now during this time, take action on those, especially within your vicinity, your close vicinity, especially with the number 4, somewhere around your surroundings of where you live, your home, your environment. Making sure you're nurturing those and deepening those connections as well is going to be definitely key during this time, okay? We have to, I mean, it is what it is, right? I feel like if you have some solid ones right now, hold on to them, and hold on to them because it can be far and few. And be patient with yourself too. Even though in the midst of you taking action with that number 1, divine masculine number, making sure that when you being patient also allows you to see both sides of everything with this number 6 here. It's kind of like, whatever it is you're doing in your daily living activities, whether this is at work, whether this is you taking care of your duties, responsibilities, and obligations, making sure you are taking your time, you're resting, you're taking care of what you're putting in your body. You're being very mindful of the things that you say or how you talk to yourself and how you are around others as well. Okay, making sure you're just connected, mind, body, and soul, and that you're not staying in one chakra for too long, or you're not blocking away. Meaning like you're not operating in fear or ego so much to where you're just kind of like just full of destruction. I mean, I can't say that for all. There are some beings that are of dark, that are out here on a dark mission, and some are out here on a light mission. You know what I'm saying? They're out here. They're there. But be patient with yourself. Don't beat yourself up over if you didn't do something today, or if or if you didn't finish something, or if you messed up, or just take accountability for it and find a solution to be more solution-based as you're moving forward, okay? We can't even try not to pressure your friends either. Try not to be so like, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because remember that the mental health game right now, it's like, phew, people are just really it's very sensitive, guys. It's very sensitive right now. People are just loopity loop crazy out of this world. I've heard some stories and I'm just like, what? Like, people don't care about other people's lives. But then you also have people that are just in solitude and they're alone. You never know what they're going through and they never share it, but you can see it within their actions on how they project or how they display themselves sometimes. And it's, so we got to be gentle with one another and be patient with one another, getting through all of this. Some people might not handle something the way that you handle it, and you can't expect them to. We have to have no expectations for the most part. Now, moving further, it's all about having a strategy within anything that you're trying to accomplish. It's all about having the emotional intelligence when you're taking action as well. You know what I'm saying? Strategizing, planning, readjusting, reaffirming, reanalyzing, reorganizing, getting things together, getting things in order, and whatever that looks like for you. This could be post-it notes, journals, logging things, making sure you're doing your brain dumps. That way you're not holding anything in, because whenever you don't utilize your throat chakra and say what's on your mind, if you don't speak that, imagine holding all of that in, then that actually turns into a blocked throat chakra, and you never know. This is where you could, you might, those days where your voice goes out or it's scratchy, or some people get strep throat or whatever. It can turn into health issues because you're not speaking up for yourself. You're like meek and quiet and just timid and just, I don't want to say anything. You know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure we say get whatever is off our mind, whether this is through writing or journaling, or turn it into something, or tell somebody, talk to somebody about it, or turn it into a craft or something, okay? And I love that this came out. Of course, this card would come out because I was just talking about the duality of life with this whole Leo Lionsgate portal thing. Everything is duality. Remember the number 8, like I was saying earlier. It's just not always all about abundance. Like I said, you could be the richest person or you could be a broke Bob. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your energy and where you're at and what's going on and how you're utilizing your energy as well. So making sure you're seeing the duality within everything, but also not being too much in your divine feminine and not being too much in your divine masculine. It's all about having a nice balance. Some of you guys could be a master number 22 as well, but making sure you're doing your own research and you know that there's always the negative and the positive, the light and the dark, and the yin and yang to everything that is placed here on 3D Earth, straight up. Okay, making sure we're clear about that. That's the whole point in the beginning of the video here. Because guess what? We gotta have deceit, like I was saying earlier, manipulation, all those things could be around right now, right? So this is a cute little reminder for us as well, okay? And this could even be people right now. Like I said, doing strange things for a piece of change, not even caring about what anybody thinks or how they feel just to get a piece of cotton, a piece of dollar. So are you that person? Are you being manipulative and all that stuff just to get the things that you want in life as far as material goods and gains and resources and money? You might want to think twice when you're doing that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can hurt a lot of people in the midst of that. Number 25, it's a very emotional number. Now, hopefully you're not dealing with deceit in your life right now, because that can suck too. That can feel very painful. You can feel like so heartbroken, and sometimes that leads to depression or going back to vices or hiding from the world and being an escape artist. So we don't want to do that, because 25 equaling the number of 7, you know what I'm saying? Do something about that. Like, get rid of that type of energy that's in your life. If you have to deal with that, try and find a way to just get moving, get away from it, or you try not to be that. You know what I'm saying? Just to get what you want. And hence why, of course, the root chakra card comes out. So remember, they want us vibrating at the lowest frequency ever. We live in 3D and below. Okay, we already know this. So it's like within your surroundings, okay, making sure that you are, I would just say make sure you have healthy outlets. We're here to create. We're not here to like work till we're 80 and, you know, with these just over broke jobs and just work and pay bills and die. That's not why we're here. That's not it. It's not it. Like, I just want you guys to know that. We have to operate out of love. This is our heart chakra, okay? I'm telling y'all, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next minute, the next day. Tell people you love them within your surroundings. The number 3, okay? And the number 8 comes out as well. So lots of emotion, you know, doing everything out of love. Do things like not because you expect something back. Just do it because you genuinely want to help someone or support someone. You know what I'm saying? That way you can receive that energy back as well, okay? Be the person that you want to, you know, have reciprocated, especially if you guys are looking for a family or someone to love or whatever have you, you know what I mean? Or a soul tribe or whatever kind of ship you're sailing, it doesn't matter. Be love. Love is the highest frequency, or do the things that you actually love to do. It makes you feel even better when you do that, okay? Or love on the people that are there, or making sure you're checking to make sure your heart chakra is blocked or not. If you're a person that's like, screw love, forget it's like, oh, I don't want to be around that. You know what I mean? Hold on. You got to look at the man in the mirror and do some shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you're saying you don't love yourself. Okay, so hopefully you're not there. And utilizing your throat chakra at the same time, okay? Making sure you're speaking out. Closed mouth doesn't get fed, you know, especially if you have a gift, talent, or skill. Put it to the forefront. You never know where it's going to go, okay? Communication is definitely key. Try not to hold anything in. And also honesty, integrity, all of these things definitely matter during this day and age. Being the most authentic version of you, being real and true. We need more of that. We need more of that. So don't be shy. You might have to tell people that, hey, I agree to disagree, you know, but hey, we can come together on something else. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be a fight. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a brawl. It doesn't have to be folding chairs throwing at one another. But hey, I'm just one person. A lot of chakras coming out, guys. I knew it. We have Archangel Uriel coming out here as well. Sometimes we need to, you know, operate in that chakra. We need to nurture ourselves. We need to nurture and align ourselves, okay? Going with the current of everything. Whenever there is a hiccup or a situation where it's not favorable, just be more solution-based about it. We can't be complaining. What does complaining do? Nothing. So maybe turn that into something or figure out a way. Ask for help. Some people don't like asking for anything, or it's just like that pride and ego gets to them. You know what I mean? That pride, man, that pride. Sometimes you may have to be like, hey, can I borrow like $100? Or hey, can I? But make sure you do, of course, try and at least thank someone, or walk in gratitude, or return the favor in some form or fashion. You know, I feel like the bartering system is a major thing right now. Like, even if you don't have money, maybe there's some knowledge, or maybe there's a skill that you can trade for something, whatever need be. So get your creative juices flowing and take action, okay? Don't let whatever's playing out in the world, all these headlines and things of that nature, scare you or fear, or cause any fear mongering within you to stop you from doing anything. Some people are like, what's the point of doing anything when they just control everything? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I see where you're going. I feel you, but it's like, you're still here though. Like, do something, like make use, okay? You could even start with building strength, confidence, resilience, being a leader. You know what I'm saying? Start the change now, okay? Having a balance between divine feminine, divine masculine. Do you want to reset? You can start over anytime. You could start today, you could start tomorrow, trying to change your life and go forward instead of backwards, right? But it starts with healing yourself. And we all have to kind of take some time to really heal ourselves. Healing is a never-ending journey. I always, you know, my friend, we had this conversation, I think yesterday or the other day. She was like, you know what I learned as far as the healing journey goes? She goes, you just have to be healed just enough to be past the last person of what they're going through. You got over that and you conquered that. And so now you can help them through it. So don't let anybody tell you you're not healed, you can't do X, Y, and Z. That's false. If you really look at it, look at the starting point of it. We're all healing every single day. It's going to be a never-ending journey, but it just depends on where you're at versus whoever you're meeting. So for example, if you're meeting someone that's like, ooh, you know they don't have it all together, don't take advantage of them. Try and give them help to see how, you know, so that they can get in the same spaces where you're at and get over whatever it is that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And help them transmute the energy instead of just transferring it over and just dumping on you. Give this person solutions. You know what I'm saying? Give them empathy. You know, hop on the other side of that. And this is how we can each one teach one, and we can help each other build and heal too, and be open to healing and be vulnerable and things of that nature. Okay? So I love that. That's a cute little reminder for the collective. It's pretty much everything I said, just in a different fashion. So it's all confirmations, right? So next, what I want to do, guys, is we're going to tap into, we're going to use our Destiny Oracles, okay? I'm going to go into all signs right now with that. So with the wheel, you guys can pertain it to your sun, moon, or rising if you want to do that. That way you can get a full spread for today. Let's do, I want to do this deck because I feel like with this video, we did things a little different today. So let's go ahead and tap in. We're going to do all the way from Aries to Pisces. So let's get started with Aries, sun, moon, or rising. And we're just going to do a 1-card pull. Times it, yeah. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Boom. Ooh, Aries, you have change. So it looks like here there's a lot of change that's to come for you. I love this. Aries, you have to make sure that you are stepping in and accepting change. I literally just did a whole spiel about change because of what's playing out as far as the astro updates. And that's why I kind of did it like that instead of telling you guys what's doing what. Um, you know, it's time for you to embrace the change. There could be some things that maybe, you know, you're always doing the same thing all the time. You could be craving change, or I feel like, you know, you want change. Like maybe you want to change where you live. Maybe you want to change your look. Maybe you want to change, you know, how you feel about something. You want to change a pattern, a habit, or um, anything right now, like jobs, people, your social circle. You know what I'm saying? There's something that's where it's like you could feel like you are craving change, and maybe you are ready for this change to come, or maybe you're just also like me, you're feeling like, yeah, can we change the world? Like, so you may need to travel. You may need to get away from where you're at. You may need to move around. um, you may have to be in that emperor energy and, you know, take on those leadership qualities that you have and just forge forward and take action. um, you know, since, you know, you could be that one domino that affects all the domino pieces, you know what I'm saying, and everyone can follow suit. Okay, let's do Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Embrace the change, right? Look at that, Taurus. You have flow. So Taurus, there could be some situations that's going on in your life. It's like you're moving away from the dark waters and you're trying to just flow with everything that's going on right now. Something could have been revealed to you during the full moon that we just had in Aquarius as well. So you could be, you know, you see the light, you see the positive things happening. A lot of things might not be happening super fast because this is like steady water here. It's like you could be just treading your head above water, trying to get through, trying to make it, or this could be your emotions. This could be your finances. This could be the people you're dealing with. You're just trying to really let things flow and surrender control, which I like for you, or it's kind of giving you that advice. Making sure that you walk in gratitude and you find the positive out of every negative situation. That way you can just kind of like, okay, like surrender and just do you and do what you got to do when you got to do it, period. You know, you bringing the light to the situation of whatever it is that you could be facing or whatever experiences that you could be having right now during this time. Okay. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Oh, wait, let me shuffle. Hold on. Let me shuffle. So Gemini, sun, moon, rising. My ear is ringing. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Wonders. Yep, that's why my ear is ringing too. You're really tapped into the spiritual realm right now during this time. You could be very inquisitive. Now, Gemini, I want to make sure, because you do have that air quality about you where you could always be in your mind, always thinking a lot of thoughts, because you are ruled by Mercury, right? It's the planet of communication and thinking. So it's like you're always wondering why, or why this, or why that. I wonder this, I wonder that. So you could be in this inquisitive mode. But make sure that you're not spending too much time asking the why. um you know, it's really all about how you react and respond to everything. That's all you really need to worry about controlling, is how you react and respond. Sometimes we're not going to know why. Sometimes we're not going to have closure. Sometimes we're not going to know who it was or what it was or what was the catalyst or where did this stem from or whatever. We may not find all of these answers. So don't let that stop you from going forward, okay? Just worry about mastering how you react and respond to every experience or circumstance or obstacle or square or challenge or whatever you have going on and just move forward with grace. Okay? When you're too inquisitive or you just want to know, I know, trust me, like sometimes my brain thinks like that too. I had to kind of like slow down on that because you fall into these rabbit holes and then you fall into, you're like, because your emotions come from thinking about it and making sure it's logical first, and then you start feeling something. So it's like you could be in this putting yourself in these roller coaster of emotions based off of that operation alone. So that's why they say Gemini is like you could be one person this way one day and then another person the next second. You know what I mean? Because you think about it first to see if it makes sense and bring logic into it, and then you feel the emotion. And that's why people can look at you as, oh, Gemini is two different people, or it's because you're so quick at doing that. It's just a natural thing. So try not to just, be so inquisitive or like, don't let that be a detriment. You can ask questions and find out information, of course. Knowledge can turn into wisdom really fast. But, focus on just how you react and respond right now if you're just really in your head. If you're that person that's super in their head right now. Okay? There's so much to learn in this world, right? It's so fun just to kind of tap in and learn all these things. And then you're like, wait, but is that true? What is life? You know what I'm saying? Like it takes you back to square one once you feel like you figure something out, and then something shows you and it puts you right back. So it's like, woo, 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 happy, sad, mad, glad, happy, sad, mad, glad. You can go up and down, up and down. All right, moving on. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. All right, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, blessings. I like this for you. Cancer, you've got a lot coming to you. I'm so excited for you. A lot of blessings. We say blessings because we don't want to be less of anything, right? We want to be more. So I feel like here, a bird, it also represents communication, okay? You may have to be speaking or talking. Maybe you are some sort of a shaman, or you could be like a motivational speaker, or you could just be utilizing your throat or some type of form of writing, or that's what this bird represents here. With whatever that is, look at your third house too, because that's the communication house. So there could be something going on there as well. But that's what's going to give you whatever gift, talent, or skill you have within that. Either you need to work on that, or this is a gift, talent, skill you already have, to where it's going to bring you even more opportunities and more doors will open for you. So that's a confirmation for real. And also to be gentle with yourself and let things flow. There's water in the background here. You might need to use a little bit more Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Like, I don't want to say, what is it? Like buttering the biscuit with the way you speak, or the way you talk to yourself or to talk to other people. And making sure you're showing love, telling people you love them, you miss them, with the flowers here too. Giving people their flowers on your journey on the elevator up as well. Okay? Leo, sun, moon, rising. Leo, you got two. How? Why? Of course, because it's Leo season. So you've got miracles and truth here. Okay? So utilize your rainbow energy. I know it's your season, Leo, right now during this time. You can low key, it's like that. I know it sounds crazy, but you can, with your energy, this fire energy that's playing out, especially with this fire stellium, you could move mountains for real, or people see you as that. Like, you probably know a lot of information. You probably have done a lot of successful things in your life where people want to emulate that, aka or copy you, take it as a compliment, like they want to be you or be around you, because you do speak truth, or the truth may be coming to you in some form or fashion, because there's a face here, he's like blowing. So you may need to speak your truth about a situation, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so use your magi, make things happen. Just continue to be authentically you, unapologetically, period. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Well, that fell to the floor. All right, Virgo, you've got action. Virgo, it's time to take some action. Take some action. You could already be taking action. Look at this water energy with this, it's darkness, but there's also a little fire attached to it. So you're definitely maybe taking action on your goals, or it's telling you to keep forging forward no matter what type of situations might, you know, the water might be murky, or there could be, you could crash sometimes, or you could face some challenges. You know how the ocean water just brushes up on the shore. You never know what's going to happen with water. Water is very powerful. So move like water, you know, within the things that you do, because you know you're so detail oriented and everything of that nature. But I feel like you do have some grand ideas to where you can be the person to bring the positive flow into a dark situation. Okay. I like this for you. It's like you guys are probably always busy anyways, but it's like stay busy. If you ain't gotta, you know, what's that saying? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, pretty much for the most part. So it's like continue to take action. And if with that water energy too, this could be like on your emotions, about how you feel, expressing how you feel, or control. Make sure you have control over your emotions, gaining that emotional intelligence as well. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Release, honey. And this is giving fall vibes. Ooh. With the flower at the bottom. I feel like here, honey Libras, you may need to release. This could be, something could be playing around in your 8th house as well. Sexual desires, you may need to release as well. Or it's just literally there's something, it's like you could have fallen for something. This could be a person, place, or thing, but you may need to release it. You may need to release this person, place, or thing. Okay. It's like you got to grow. You know, it's all about growing for you. You planted some seeds and now you see them. It's here. You may have grand things happening for you, but at the same token, some things are just dead. It's a dead end road for you to where you have to keep going. So AKA, hence the word release during retrograde season will be the theme for you, Libra. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. A lot of power. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't know why the word discipline just came to my head. Voyage. All right, Scorpio, so you guys are on a new path. You're striving forward. You're trying to do different things, new things possibly here. This looks like it could be traveling. You could be traveling different spaces in your mind, your body, or literally physically like going somewhere. This is a new adventure for you. This is a new chapter, a new page, okay? So for you, you know, it's like you could, I would say, start where you're at. Whatever it is that you have, there's so many ideas that you can birth into having, you know, turning it into birthing it like your child, whatever it is. This could be a new business venture. This could be, you know, even decorating a new home, a new car, or just even yourself, a new version of you. You know, it could be starting from scratch, like death and rebirth kind of an energy. And just here we are, you know, it's like grabbing your bags and going on this new journey. Like you're ready to roll, or you could be literally there already doing this. You're going to learn a lot. You got to move from the space that you're in. And hence we do have the full moon up there as well. Okay. Full moon during Aquarius. Did something arise for you? Did you receive some confirmation about something that you need to go forward with? Because remember, during full moons, it's all about releasing energy, right? So you may need to remove yourself from whatever space you're in and going on to something new. Like I said, you might be starting a new venture in your life, or this is like new people, new faces, new places. You might be learning some new skill sets. You might be starting up something. So keep going, keep forging forward with what you have. You're gonna have to, like, everything that you have right now, just go along with that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you just birthed a new baby within something, and now it's like you got to take care of it. So whatever you put birth to, whether this is just an idea, whether this is a new business, whether this is a new relationship, whatever ship you're sailing, you know, nurture that. And with all this water energy, utilize your water energy, Scorpio. Okay, nurture, comfort, empathy. All the, you might need to utilize Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy within whatever it is that you're tapping into. Sag, sun, moon, rising. What do we have for Sag, sun, moon, rising? One came out of the other, but this is the first one. Adventures. Sag, it's time to go on a new journey for you. I see you traveling. I see lots of things happening here. It's like you're bursting free. You're breaking free outside of the norm of what you normally would be doing right now. This is why the Adventures card came out. You have a lot of birds here. So this is giving meeting new people, or being amongst a soul tribe, being amongst like-minded people like you, and going on these adventures together. So this is either in the books for you right now. This is right up your alley. This is your energy. And I love the colors here. It's something that you love to do. So whatever it is that you love doing, as far as in the adventure portion, you can literally be flying out to places, or literally this is you just like coming into a new version of you, and you're just trying all these new things. This is giving North Node activation like crazy. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, one bird is still right here and all the other ones are flying around. So it's like, you could be joining something. You could be joining like a group of people, to where it's taking you to new places, and it's taking you into different spaces of life right now. And you're trying to embrace it, but you are also paying attention. It's like you're also observant at the same time. You're not aloof. You know what I mean? You're like you're utilizing your wisdom and intellect as you're moving forward. It's a little hard because how the bird is just sitting still there, but I feel like if you talk about it, because birds mean communication, if you talk about whatever it is that you're tapping into, this is what's going to bring on the new adventures. Or maybe you do some type of speech, or you're utilizing your throat chakra to get things that you want in life to go on to these new adventures. The diligence card came out as well, so making sure you're doing your due diligence within everything that you're tapping into. Another bird flying once again. This is giving that higher knowledge, okay? That wisdom, like learning, adapting, growing, you know, taking the high road, right? Freeing yourself from certain obstacles, or freeing yourself from people, places, and things, or old patterns, beliefs, moral systems, and, you know, finding a new way. Because, you know, once you love yourself, there's a lot of greenery here. Once your heart chakra is open, or you could be broken, but once it's like open, it's like boom. When you love on yourself harder, it's like you're not going to stand for certain things anymore. Hence the symbolism of the bird. Like you're freeing yourself out of this cage from what you used to be, or how you used to roll, or who you used to deal with. Okay. Moving on, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Boom, that came out fast. You have wisdom. Capricorn, you know what you be doing. You got the wisdom card here. So this is like you going deep, 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 deep into something that you're tapping into. A lot of water energy. Maybe it's saying utilize your, the Capricorn. A lot of people got a lot of water. Emotions. Your emotions are deep. You may know a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and you're taking action on it, and it's a lot of deep information, which turns, and you're taking action on it, which is causing it to turn into wisdom. So you could be a person that can give advice, or maybe something was handed down to you and you sat down and learned it, you know what I mean, to a T, and you could either teach people these things and you're going really deep with it, but also too, your emotions can run really deep right now at this time. So maybe, is there something that you may need to confess? Is there someone that you may need to talk to about a certain something? Okay, you might have to be, you know, use that water energy, or you could be talking to a water sign, but you may need to use that energy to like nurture yourself and actually deal with it. You could be burying how you feel about specific things and not wanting to voice them or talk about it to anyone. It's like personal to you and nobody knows it, and that's how deep it is. It's like you're keeping it, you're like, it's in Pandora's box somewhere. So I don't know that you know what that is. Deep emotions, deep feelings. It's like you know a lot too about a person, place, or thing, and you're like holding on to it for dear life. You may need to express something. Could be like throat chakra energy with all that blue. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Happiness. Ooh, we like this. Okay, aqua babies, we're on a happy journey. And it's so crazy because I think, who else got the whale? Scorpio also got the whale. So I don't know if you are, could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart. But you have happiness here. And I like that the sun is out because the sun is now in Leo. Okay. The sun rules Leo. So look up dolphin energy and see what it means for you. I like you guys to actually go find the definition of that. But I feel like you're on this journey. You're on the pursuit of happiness. Think of the things that make you feel good. You could be in a dark space to where it's a reminder like, hello, like maybe walk in gratitude, appreciate where you're at right now, try and find the light somewhere, or try and be the light if you can when you're in a dark space, or be around people that are speaking life instead of death, you know. Do certain activities or hobbies that allow you to express yourself in a way that make you feel good. It's time for you to feel good, Aquarius. It's time for you to just do things that feel good. But also too, this can mean like maybe you're just like, you know, you're just like hopping and skipping wherever you do feel good. This is where the spaces that you want to be in, you know, you're in this like, okay, I'm going to travel here, I'm going to hang out here, I'm going to go to this city, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You could be there as well. Which is never a bad thing, but make sure you're taking care of home and stuff too. And you know, there's probably a lot of adventures, there's probably a lot of goals that you want to achieve, so make sure that you keep those in mind as well while you're out having fun, and having a nice balance with that. Okay, it's like you feel like you want to take the high road, or it's telling you to take the high road towards happiness. Bring on the warm, fuzzy, giddy energy of that sun. Okay. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Courage. Look at that. So the waves crashing. It's kind of like, it's like you have a lot of courage right now during this time to, you know, get through anything that you're going through right now. This could be any challenges that you may be facing, or this could be just anything that comes your way, like any hurdle or anything. It's like you have the courage to just push through it, get through it, get over it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not afraid. This is no fear, having no doubts. It's like you just keep forging forward. This is like a surrendering energy to have the courage to fight for yourself, or to fight for what's right, or to, you know, walk in the righteous path of things. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like stay, like hold on to that, you know, hold on to that courage. Kind of like the, like Leos, they have the courage, right? And we're Sun in Leo right now on 8/8. So it's like, I feel like you don't, it's like anything that comes your way, it's like nothing can stop you because you're still going with the current of everything. Try not to go against the grain, right? As far as making any obstacles or scores for yourself. So that is your message, you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. Please don't forget, I will do all the timestamps after this video. Smash the subscribe button and make sure you share it out. Maybe somebody needs to hear the message, and click like and follow for more, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.